Alright guys, I got a special AK for you here today. This one is on loan to me again today by my buddy Andrew, so appreciate that. Thanks for loaning it to us for the review. So I'm going to try to go over the notes here for the details he gave me on this and try not to botch it too bad. So it's a post-ban, non-neutered MD63 Romanian. So that means you get the threaded barrel and the bayonet lug. And so this is post-ban, so that means that they were shipped to you cut up, so you had to reassemble it once you get it to the States, and that would include having to put an American receiver, barrel, and trigger into it. But it is a numbers matching part kit. It's dated to 1986, and he even had the receiver serialized to match as well. So it's a Childers receiver and a Green Mountain barrel, and he didn't mention which trigger was in there, although it's a pretty nice trigger, and I'll go over that in a second. Bulgarian military issue sling here. It's got a Yugo Type 3 bayonet, and I'm not sure on the comp there. Original Bakelite pistol grip there, but he did refinish it. It's got the original numbers matching dong grip here, and then the upper handguard there is a AIM 74 Bakelite. And lastly, this does have a forged bolt and carrier because over there in Romania. So I think that about covers it. Sorry if I botched any of that, Andrew. Did my best for you there. But let's get her loaded up and let's get to shooting. So unfortunately, the stand for my steel gong is broken currently. I need to weld it back up. So I got to see what we can find to shoot down here. I got this set up. I'll see if there's, yeah, it looks like a few of those targets. This was a hit with a lot of buckshot there, so probably one of those I can pick to shoot a few rounds at, see what kind of little group we can get at 50 yards there, and see where we're hitting. Let's see what else is out here. There should be some steel targets out there somewhere. It doesn't look like there's anything really, though, until this mound here. It looks like a goat there, center screen. It's kind of white. And that is actually 300 yards there on that ram. So we'll probably take a few out there and see if we can get close to it. So like I said, guys, there's not really much for me to shoot at without having my gong available to me because it's broken. So down here at this 100-yard mound, you can see there's just some debris right there. So I'm just going to take some shots at that because other than that, the only thing we have is that ram out there at 300 yards. Alright, so you guys should have been able to see there, it was shooting off to the left. It was also a little high for a center hold, about right if you were doing a 6 o'clock hold, but for a center hold it was shooting a little high. Bug landed in front of me. But they're all definitely a few inches off to the left there. I'm not going to mess with the sights or anything because it's not my rifle. I'll let him know and he can change it if he wants. But I'm gonna redo that there with a few shots, and we'll just aim off to the right a little bit now, knowing that it's off to the left. Alright, let's reach out to this. Man, I don't even know if I can see that with the iron sights, honestly. The sun's out, and even just trying to shoot it 100 yards there, it's glaring on the sights. But hey, I'll launch a few down here anyways. get some hits out there, but I'm going to switch the mic on this thing over to zoom. Maybe you can hear it a little better. That bayonet cover there slid off on me while I was shooting. Hope I didn't damage or anything. It doesn't look like it. I think he shaved that down so it fit under this muzzle comp here. So yeah, I mean, that's 300 yards with the sun glaring on me, and I was aiming off to the right of that thing a little to get those hits, because like I said, it's a little off to the left. But those last four at least were 4 hits in a row once I found where to hold. So that's pretty freaking good for an AK, guys. That's shoots really well, super accurate. And I wasn't going for precision or anything like that either. I just found where to hold, and as you can see, it wasn't really taking my time or anything. I just hold it, set the trigger, and let her rip, which, by the way, trigger on that thing. So we are empty here, okay? So as far as AK triggers go, this is a really good one in my opinion. So you have a little tick up there like that, and then a real crisp, clean break, okay? Okay, I guess there's a little play there. I did not notice that while shooting, though. Probably because I apply a little more pressure than that instead of trying to pull through as slowly as possible to show you guys the trigger here. Let's continue pulling. And then break. So I didn't notice that extra little creep there at all. For me, shooting it, it was just set and then pull through. So I think the only reason I got that there, like I said, because I was pulling so lightly and slowly trying to show you guys the trigger. So a real short stage, and then at least for me, actually shooting it, crisp, clean break. Pretty light trigger too, probably about 3.5 to 4 pounds. But that'll do her, guys. I apologize I don't have the gong out here today. I actually intended to get up this morning and weld that up so we would have it for today. But I forgot to set my alarm, so I slept in about 2 hours and had to rush out of the house to get here. So again, I apologize for that, but next videos out here will definitely have the gong up and running again. But that made for a pretty interesting video, though. I mean, other than having to shoot at debris, that gave me a nice 300-yard target out there that I might not have otherwise went for. I probably would have set my gong out there. Of course, the gong would have been more entertaining swinging around and whatnot. You know, I probably, now that I'm thinking about it, if I had my gong, I probably would have set out there 400 yards and tried to get some hits. But yeah, anyway, sorry I didn't have the gong for this one, but oh well. But yeah, these things, apparently they shoot really good. Not that I would thought any less of it, but shoots exceptionally well. One of the best shooting AKs, if not the best shooting I've ever shot there. Actually don't think I've ever done that good off of iron sights with an AK at 300 before, so I'm certainly blown away by the accuracy of this thing. Obviously 100% reliable. It's got a real good, tight, fit and finish to it. Everything just feels real streamlined and smooth, as it should. It's a real good tight tolerance build there. Like I said, it's got some forged internals there too. I can just tell, even if you didn't tell me, and I don't know that much about AKs, guys, but I can just tell I probably shot 6 or 7 now. This is definitely a better quality than a lot of the other ones I've shot. Of course, many of you AK guys would already know that, but as a somewhat of a beginner of an AK shooter here, I could definitely tell the difference. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Andrew, thank you for loaning me this. She shoots really good and does not disappoint. If you guys want to get yourself anything you see in the videos, like my shooting bag there, ear muffs, the steel target I normally have out here, my target stand there that's all riddled to pieces and I need to replace. That thing has like 1,000 shots in it. Targets as well, link in the description. But hey, thanks for stopping by, guys. I really appreciate you watching, and I hope to see you on the next one.